So you want to be an energy worker? My name is Paul Rice and I'll help you get there. Today we're at the Indian Hill Cemetery in Middletown, established in 1850. It's called Indian Hill because the highest point, the burial mound, is where the Indians were buried, and what you're looking at right behind me. So we're at Indian Hill Cemetery. I did some ghost work here many years ago before I had my website ghostbegone.com, and I learned from this place. I'd made an assumption that the Indians wanted to go to heaven. That was not true. They did not want to go to heaven. They wanted to go to the happy hunting grounds. So that was the first time I went up to the happy hunting grounds and dealt with an Indian chief, and it was just amazing. So I'm not going to go walking on the mound because that's where they're buried. That would be disrespectful. But hopefully they've all moved on. I did do a little bit of a check. There is some energy going on back there, but save that for later. Yeah, something's going on with this one. I'm in touch with him and there's motion there. So he's in turmoil for some reason. Job number one is to stop the motion, because then he can focus on me. So prior to job number one is to connect, and so now I'm hooked, attached to him, and I'm getting tossed around here. So I could try to force him to stop, or I could listen to whatever the issue is. So listening is my preferred way. If an entity wasn't capable of listening, I would to heal the entity and then do this. So there's like 2 steps before job number one. Slowing down, almost there. Okay. Right. So he's stationary. Feels like a big guy. Stocky, big chest, worked on a farmland, certainly doing a lot of manual labor. Digging a bit deeper, it seems he has a religious fear. He did something that was inappropriate for a God-fearing person. He had asked the devil for something. There is no devil. You might have thought you got an answer, but there was nothing was gained by it, but he was left feeling he'd done some wrong. I could lift him up to heaven, have him talk with someone. I could ask for someone to come down here to talk with him. I could overlap my values, and who's to say mine are any better than his or anybody else's. He's a bit scared about going up to heaven. So what we're going to do, a guide is going to come down here carrying a Bible, and he's going to ask Arnold, James, to hold it. And if nothing bad happens, he'll take the next step, and we'll head on up. All right, so the guide's with me. He's carrying a Bible, glowing. I mean, how much more holy can you get coming from up there? All right, put your hand on it, James. Nothing bad has happened. Okay, hold it. There's a sense of being forgiven, hopefulness. All right, so the 3 of us will now ascend. Hold on to that Bible. Okay, so we're at the edge of heaven, my usual stopping place. And there are people here who want to see James, who know him. He recognizes them. Yeah, they're in heaven, James. So just step off, step on. I mean, no harm has come to him in heaven, on the edge of it. He's talking with the people he knew and loved, and they loved him. His guide is just standing here. He thinks he's going to be okay. Just checking in with the guide. The guide's going to stay with him. And my job's done. Okay. All right. And that's how you move one ghost on. And they're all different.